Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and our March babies are all over 3 weeks old now, right? I believe so. And you haven't seen them in a little while, so I thought I would do a baby update and show you how the babies are doing. We've lost a few, but for the most part, they're all doing pretty good. Okay, here we have Everlong, and Everlong was bred to Rocky, and she kindled 5. Well, she kindled 6, and we lost one. I think it was DOA, and so she's had 5 the whole time. And it had looked like she had 3 black and 2 broken black, but look at this. They've gotten older, and look here. This one is a definite chestnut. This one is a definite chestnut, and it looks like this one is a chestnut. They're gold tipped, and so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those guys. Now this one here still looks like a broken black, so hopefully that one stays a broken black. And this one I think is a broken chestnut because I can see some gold in its nose. So I'm gonna wean this litter early. I'm gonna rebreed her pretty soon. She's only raising 5, so she's maintained weight, she's maintained condition, she's in good shape. And with these chestnut babies, I'm gonna want her bred back again pretty soon. And I won't be breeding her to Rocky again. I'm going to have to look into the pedigrees and find out where these chestnuts came from. But Everlong and Rocky is not a good match. So it looks like with all these chestnuts, which are not a recognized variety for New Zealand, will become dinner at some point. So, look how sweet. Baby is cuddled up to mom, staying warm on this cold day. Everlong's doing great. I mean, these guys are 3 weeks old. They just hit that hamster stage, and look here, I mean, they're already growing so big and so fast. They're already coming out of that hamster stage. It's the perks of having a small litter too. They grow faster that way, but anyway, she's got a good looking litter. Unfortunately, they're chestnut and broken chestnut, and I can't use that, but I guess if you want some good breeding stock out of Everlong, be sure to hit me up before it's butcher time. Alright, and then we have the Queen, and the Queen was bred to Bentley, and she kindled 8. I think she still has all 8. Let's see if we can bring these guys out and take a look. There's 1, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8, and they're all 7 broken, a couple of Charlies in there, and then the 1 black. So Everlong's, or the Queen has done real good. I mean, these guys are the same age as Everlong's litter, and they're just about as big. There's not a whole lot of difference in size, and it's a much bigger litter, and she's still doing very well at raising them, and she's maintaining her condition and being very patient with these guys climbing on her. We have Witter here, and Witter had kindled 9, and she's down to I think 7, maybe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm only seeing 5. Did she lose that many? I thought she'd only lost 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, I guess she's down to 5. And she's still got 3 black and 2 blue. And Witter was bred to Blue Boy, which is Rocky's dad. And right now, none of these guys look to be chestnut. And these guys are a little smaller than the other litters, and they're only a day old or day younger. But she started out with a litter of 9, and she had 9 up till almost 2 weeks, and then she started losing one here and there. So they're going to be behind a little bit, but they'll catch up pretty quick. Alright then, and then here's Flippin'. And Flippin' was bred to Kirby. And she has 4 blue and 3 black. She kindled 7, and she still has all 7. She's doing an excellent job for a first-time mom. They're all looking real good. Now she's lost some weight, so we're going to have to put some extra food with her and try to get her weight back up. But these, the baby's just taking it all, because these are some chunkers, man. She's feeding them good. It's just taking a toll on her, and so we're going to have to feed her a little extra. So get her weight back up. Next to her is Zion, and Zion had kindled 8, and she lost 1. So she's down to 7, and look, she was bred to Rocky as well. And look at this. We've got a chestnut in that litter. So Rocky is throwing some chestnuts. I'm not sure where it came from. Blue Boy doesn't seem to be throwing any chestnuts. Lynn's babies are just born. I won't know if they're chestnuts for a while yet. But Rocky's definitely throwing chestnuts, and that's not a good thing. Okay, here's Blue Eye, and Blue Eye was bred back to her dad, Blue Boy, and she kindled 7, but she had a hard time in the beginning taking care of them, and it took her a little while, and she only has 4 left. And then this little Opal belongs to Cass, and so she's raising 4. She's got her 3 blues, and then she has that little Opal back there. That Opal's turning out to be a handsome little fella. Let me get closer to him. I love the little ticking on him, and handsome little fella, just not usable for my breeding program. But he'll make someone an excellent pet. Right, and then here's Cass. Cass kindled 8, and she has 7, but all 8 of hers are still with us. And we have her 7 blues, and then you just saw her little Opal over there, and she was bred to Blue Boy. And I want to look back and see if I used to have this blue buck that I got out of Texas. What was his name? Was it St. Paul? I think his name might have been St. Paul. I didn't have a pedigree on him. Now this is the first Opal I have seen in my rabbitry, but some of my kits that came out of that blue buck has gone to a different rabbitry, and they have had a couple of Opals come up. So I need to look back and see. Now this is Cass. She's out of Dave and Nellie. Neither of those came out of that blue buck from Texas. So I'm not sure where this Opal has come from. I've never seen Opal out of Dave before. And I've never seen Opal out of Nellie before. However, I have seen white out of Nellie before. So maybe the Opal's coming from there. I'm not sure this time. I don't know. I'm going to have to see if I can track that down because I don't want to encourage the opals, even though they are beautiful to look at. They're just not desirable. But anyway, here's her guys, and they're all, you know, Cass is doing a real good job with them. In fact, Cass's first litter, what'd she have? I think she had 8 the first litter, and only 3 survived. Flippin' raised her 3. Cass did good this time. I want to go and show you her older litter, her 3 older then. Babies. And here is Cass's older babies that Flippin' raised. And these guys are turning out pretty handsome so far. We've got some good color. There was one that was lighter in color when it was younger, but it's darkened up. And I really can't even tell you now. It might be this one in the back, or now right here up front. It might be that one. I'm not real sure. It's darkened up and kind of caught up with the others. So, of course, they're getting that old fuzzy stage right now. These guys are, I don't know, right about 14 weeks old, I guess. And I believe I have 2 does and a buck. So I'm going to have to pull the buck out of there and get him separated pretty soon. Well, while I'm at it, I might as well show you Houston's babies. She's got these 2 broken black and the 1 blue. These 3 turned out to be does, and they're 15, 16 weeks old. I don't know. I'll have to look them up. But I really like that blue back there, and both of the brokens so far look pretty promising. Casas litter, those 3, and Houston's litter will should be up to weight in a couple of weeks when I go to Kansas to show. Here's old Mr. Curious. She's always up here snooping around, isn't she? Anyway, these 3 ladies here and the 2 boys I'm about to show you should be up to weight and should be ready to be shown at the end of the month when I go to Kansas. Let's look at the boys. Alright, and here's the 2 boys. We got the broken blue buck. Handsome fella. Boy, I really like the rear end on this guy. And then actually this black buck is turning out pretty nice so far. They're still youngsters, but they're turning out. They look like they might be pretty nice. I believe Houston was bred to Dave, and then Cass, those 3 blues up I showed you. I believe Cass was bred to Bentley, if I remember correctly. So hopefully we get some pretty nice babies. And hopefully one of these out of Houston, or maybe 1 buck, 1 doe, I don't know. But at least one, hopefully I can hold back to replace her. Alright guys, there you have it. That's how all the babies are growing up. They're all doing pretty good. Looking good so far, except for all those chestnuts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Both of those were sired by Rocky, so I need to figure out what the combination is. I know not to breed him to Everlong, and I know not to breed him to Zion, and that's 2 of my biggest does. Rocky's kind of small, so I'm not sure if he's going to have a place here or not. I'm going to try him again with maybe Witter and Flippin'. They're really big does. See what happens there. And I might try him with the queen. The thing is, if he's not going to breed well with Everlong, then there's not much chance of him breeding well with Shawnee, because they're sisters. They're from the same mom and dad. They're going to have the same genetics and the same bloodlines for the most part. There could be some variations, but not a whole lot. So not bred well to Everlong, not likely to breed well to Shawnee. And so that leaves me limited of who I can breed him to because of his size. I'm not sure he's going to be around a whole lot longer. I'm going to try him again. He's got a beautiful body type, and I'd like to, put him up against some of my bigger does, but I can't. I can't afford to come up with a whole bunch of chestnuts. So anyway, that's how that goes. Hey, if you've liked this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss the next episode, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I think the next episode is going to be someone asked, how do I keep up with who is who? What do I do for record keeping? And so I'm going to cover that in our next video, the next question and answer video. And so you can look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.